All right, today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to take a look at a page you've probably seen, thousands of times? The Google sign-in page. But have you ever really stopped to think about what it's doing, what it's asking you? Let's find out what's hiding in plain sight. So just think about it for a second. This page, it's like the front door to the most visited building on the entire internet, and just like any important entrance, it's absolutely packed with hidden signals and security features that, let's be honest, we just click right past every single day without a second thought. Yeah, the best way to think about this page is as a digital doorway. Or, you know what, maybe even better, it's like the digital passport control for a huge chunk of your online life. It's that one single checkpoint that gives you access to so much more than just one service. And the first clue is sitting right there at the top of the page. It says, use your Google account. It's not just saying, hey, sign into Gmail or log into YouTube. Nope, it's telling you to present your master key, the one single credential that unlocks this whole universe of connected services. Okay, so if this is this big, high-security doorway, how do you actually prove you have the right key? Well, that brings us to the page's number one job, identity verification. It's all about proving you are who you say you are. And where does it all start? With these four simple words: email or phone. Now, this isn't just some blank box waiting for you to type in. It's actually a choice. A choice between the two main ways we identify ourselves online today. And each one represents a totally different way of existing in the digital world. I mean, think about the difference, right? Your email, that's like your formal digital mailing address. It's established, it's where you get the official stuff. Your phone, though, that's your immediate personal connection to everything. It's also a powerhouse for security. You know, for things like two-factor authentication, that's when they send a code to your device to really prove it's you. It acts like this modern anchor for your identity. So Google offers both because they kind of represent the past and the present of how we prove who we are online. But what about security? I mean, a good doorway doesn't just let people in, it's also got to keep the wrong people out, and it needs a backup plan, right? Well, the sign-in page has some really clever but super subtle safety levers built right in. Okay, take this little bit of text. You can almost picture it as a helpful security guard, kind of whispering some crucial advice as you walk up to the door. It knows you might be in an unfamiliar place, like a library or a coffee shop or at a friend's house, and it's warning you to take some extra precautions. And what's that precaution? Guest mode. Now, this isn't just a friendly suggestion, it's a specific security protocol. Using guest mode creates this temporary, clean bubble just for you. So when you close that window, poof, every trace of you, your username, your password, your activity, it all just vanishes from that computer. It's one simple click that can protect your entire digital life. All right, so we've got security on a shared computer covered, but what about a way more common problem? What happens when you just can't remember your password, or maybe even your email address? What happens when you lose your keys? Well, that little forgot email link, that's your lifeline. Clicking it starts what you can think of as a secure handshake. You give it a piece of recovery info you set up, like your phone number, and then Google sends a unique code to that trusted device to confirm it's really you. Once that handshake is complete, boom, your access is restored. It's a really carefully designed process to get you back in while keeping everyone else out. So far, we've only really talked about getting into an account you already have. But this digital doorway also has let's call it a construction office, a place where you can forge a brand new digital identity right from scratch. And that's exactly what these two words, create account, are all about. This isn't just another link on a page. This is the starting line. This is the very beginning of a user's entire relationship, their whole data journey with Google. Every single photo they upload, every document they write, every place they search for on maps, it all begins right here, with this one click. And finally, let's look at the part of the page that almost everyone ignores, the fine print way down at the bottom. These aren't just boring legal links, people. They are the fundamental rules of the house. This is the contract you are agreeing to the very moment you step through that digital door. You've got three main links down here. Help, that's pretty straightforward, it's your support desk. Privacy, this is where the company spells out exactly what data it collects from you and why. And then there's terms, that's the actual binding legal contract that governs how you can use the service. Each one has a distinct and really critical job. So when you put them together, the privacy and terms links basically form your digital contract. And this is a huge change from how things used to work, right? With just one click, we're entering into these really complex legal agreements. These documents lay out what information is gathered about you, how it's going to be used, what rights you have over your own data, and the rules you have to play by to use all these services. And you gotta understand this. That simple act of typing in your password and hitting next is the digital version of signing on the dotted line. You are actively agreeing to this entire foundation. These links are not just some text in the footer. They are the terms and conditions of your digital life inside this whole ecosystem. Which, brings us right back to our metaphor. Every single day, this digital door asks for your key. It offers you a hand if you've lost it, and it gives you some good advice on how to enter safely. But before you step through, it also shows you the contract. And the question it leaves us with is one we should probably all be asking ourselves a lot more often. What have you actually agreed to once you're inside?